Oh, nice knock away by Griffin. At 3-on-1.
Up to guard him. Chandler from Paul.
We go back and forth with the scoreboard watching. Posing.
This Chris Paul, 9 points, 1 assist. Looks like the ball has a string on his hand.
Jordan gets the miss. Here comes Paul. Up and over for Griffin.
Pass. It looked like it hit the backboard too.
The West who throws it back to CP3. Paul slithers through the lane. Bounce pass for Wester.
This road trip.
Paul dances to his left. He's against Smith. Beats him into the paint. Throws it up.
Make them jump shooters. Make them jump shooters.
Here's Paul. Floater.
One. So Chris probably going to look to shoot this really quickly.
Go to the hole. Look off the defenders.
Hands on the little man. Well, Paul. Hands. Clock at 5. Little take off.
Post him a little bit more this season. Great range.
He's now guarding CP.
They're trying to. Paul's three.
Jump shot, Mark. And good execution, good unselfishness by J.J. Redick.
We saw a game. We saw it.
By that crowd pleasing stuff.
All they are magnified.
Goes down all by himself.
10 on the clock. Splits 2 behind.
In particular, we exclusively ran it, last season in my second year.
Got him where he wants. But look at how aggressive Noah is.
Answering the challenge of guarding the crafty point guard. Behind the screen of Griffin. Shot clock's down to 5. He'll shoot the three.
Down the stretch of the win at Minnesota.
Thunder haven't played well, and they still got to go.
This record
Never saw Griffin running.
open for 3. Crawford, bingo. To depart for someplace warm. And sometimes focus is not all there on some team.
Chris Paul,
Which is allowing Curry too much separation. But Mike, every championship team would acknowledge that you do need some
On the fly. There it is. Right into action.
Well, he was mugged, I thought, in the paint. Paul between the legs and in.
Paul defended by Hickson with 7. Paul on the drive to the butt.
perimeter guys who are crashing from the three-point line.
Oh, Chris Paul, what a move.
Not just going crazy with the lobs.
He's the coach on the floor. He's Eli Manning. And here we go again. Here come the Clippers. Paul. And it comes to Paul. Look out. The first 3 right there. Williams, 51% from 3.
been a foul. Paul manufactures pretty well. Here he is. Crosses over. To the hole, the Ripper.
He then got propelled into the starting lineup with their injuries.
Paul, the Jordan. What a move.
What was that? Been the prettiest game. Crawford just strips J.R. Smith, who's had a rough afternoon. Alley-oop to Griffin and play. It's a physical game. Dangerous assignment if we're asking a lot of these other guys to make plays.
Hit all 3 of his free throws. Here's Paul again. Right over Danny Green.
Paul dribbles away from 2 defenders to the up. Baseline jumper by CP3. Worry about the next play. Ball out of the pack. Taken by Griffin. It was Love who mishandled. Watch Redick. The lob. The jam.
3:30 to go. Chris Paul to Blake Griffin.
Just like a little bump, and they've got some freedom with just a half step.
Brewer falls down. They shoot 39% from 3.
Paul.
11 steals a game. Their opponents turn the ball over about 17 times.
Pretty good defense by Portland. Paul for 3.
The game where you're just going to put a stamp on it and say, oh, Paul, look out.
Paul, who hits a big-time shot.
Paul, a counter, yes.
First possession. It's actually his first block of the series. Didn't have a block in the first 2 games. Lob.
They played the Clippers the first game before the All-Star break and the second.
The lob. Paul in the paint.
First quarter. Chris Paul gets a screen. Backs away from Pachulia.
That's one of his better plays.
Paul The lob. The jam.
In the first round, a much more difficult matchup with all due respect to New Orleans. As Bellinelli lines up and Chris Paul the other way. Jordan with the screen. Thompson tries to fight through it.
Execution and then their defense. Now to beat the Lakers, they've got to force the issue and look to
Three. You better not go behind that pick.
And getting to the back.
14 points.
Pierce with 11 off the bench for the Clippers, who are hot from three. Lob for defend without fouling.
Poked away nicely.
Might go off the backboard. There it is.
DeAndre.
26 to go in overtime. Paul goes inside, pulls up, and gets it done.
Minute and a half to go. Paul trying to take over here at the end of the third.
Earl Watson, screened by Jordan. Now the switch off to Millsap. He'll let the shot.
Anderson's on.
Almost looks like they're in a zone.
Grip. Ball over Anderson.
And Chris Paul.
Paul sidesteps, layup.
By DeAndre Jordan, and here we go again. The lob, the jam.
On what? Another turnover.
Last four is another steal. Another drive, and he comes again.
The only team that was a visiting team yesterday that didn't lead after one was Atlanta.
Good in midair and still has a shooter's touch.
Back to Barnes. Open shots. But they got to be shots that you can make. That's also a key factor.
Tracked down by Chris Paul.
Oh, what a pass.
Nice move by Paul.
Phil Jackson came in 99, 2000. Shaq, myself, Kobe, we have been here since 1996. Ooh.
They can definitely look up. They have a good ways to go, and they like where they're going.
Here's the out.
In Memphis in a rematch for these Grizzlies. And those are important 5 seconds to go. All the way to the goal. Got on the left.
42 seconds to go. Paul alley.
Wow.
And he says, I will take and sacrifice, my number. Oh,
That was the one against the Charlotte Bobcats, which the Hornets thought they shouldn't have lost.
Threes. This is Chris Paul at the
On the floor, watch out for Maurice Spates.
Oh, what a move.
Jeff Withy checks in.
Ball with it, top of the floor. Goes 4 years. Paul, nice move.
Chris Paul down the lane, driving, and
At 6'11".
Paul all the way to the goal.
Get too close, he can get into the paint and make plays. But the Clippers.
Here comes Chris Paul. Curry defends. Up for Jordan. Playoff game for the Nuggets. Here's Paul.
All dancing around the screen from Chandler. Pull up.
By the Clippers. Chris Paul, one of the best lob passers in the game.
Paul gets away. Paul flips up the shot, puts it
Up there, and that's Paul.
How good was that?
Here's Paul. Through the middle, into the corner, finds the shooter.
And you aren't going to have that one-man fast break that Tony gives the Spurs.
Trying to stem the tide. Sneaks it in.
Here comes Chris Paul. The lob. The jam! The lob. The jam! Rebound comes out, and here comes Blake Griffin.
Yeah, get it to Paul first.
The lob. The
Aggressive and favors now with a double-double in this one. 15 points and 11 rebounds. 57-51. Clippers down 6. Paul dancing on the dribble down to the right baseline.
Take the pass to Grant Hill or Raja Bell, and he refused to do it.
And here's Paul taking in the guy.
Normally, J.R. Smith would have forced that shot. He was looking all the way. Oh, look at
knocked away. Nice defense by the Clippers. It's Paul accelerating in.
Rose right there with it. Chris Paul to Blake Griffin. The fake, the drive, and
over a minute remaining first period.
The lob. The jam!
By Harden at the other end. Under 7 to play in the third. Here he goes!
Doc Rivers saying we get a lot of back taps.
Oh! Paul!
And DJ's running too. Right
behind him.
There's the lob. There. Thompson from downtown, and it's back to double figures. Paul's jump shot, especially late in games, is very underrated. He is not afraid to take the big shot. Paul, hot step.
They off of our star player. They do that, not Blake.
There's 7 on the shot clock. Clippers by 2. Down the shot gets blocked.
To Paul with a nice move. Hit clock. They got switches everywhere. Paul, he left. Don't do it to him. Still 5 to shoot. Paul on the drive. Throws it up and in.
They guarded him, he missed the shot. When they didn't guard him, he made the shot.
Faced yet in the series. The Hornets outscored them in the second quarter. That's the first quarter New Orleans has.
Nonetheless, but certainly we lost a power here.
Down by DeAndre Jordan, who grabs onto his 13th. Stutter step. Paul, what a move!
No, well, he's got to try to work Tyson Chandler and get him some minutes. Chris Paul with a fancy.
You're right back in it. The pick from Jordan. The lob. The jam. Barnes. The lob. The jam.
Paul. Switch. Great job of O'Neal recovering.
Ball and poked away by Chris Paul. Paul, the lob. The jam.
Of course, the key is the win.
There's a steal by Paul. He's got Griffin out front. Just one little brief word of caution. Third meeting of the year between them.
Paul for 3.
For the Clippers. Clippers are running out.
Midway through quarter number 3. Paul, the wraparound dribble through the paint.
There it is.
From the field, Paul puts a move on Nene. This is Steve Nash fashion as he circles. Down to 10. Off the foot. It's picked up by Paul on the turnover.
Struggled in the first half, but getting some rhythm here in the second.
As the Clippers and the Lakers go at each other. I mentioned Jan. Look out underneath it.
And here comes Paul.
The ball deflected inside. And there is Jordan on the
Second time this quarter he got Joakim Noah.
Paul finds Griffin.
So CP behind the back to West.
Paul back in with Glenn Rice on it.